fix it, but I know it's hanging. And
Can you hear me?
Something's hanging. All right.
It's hanging well.
Yeah.
It's hanging well so far.
I was going to ask
They can
you.
hear me. It's good.
I don't know what you... let me just hold this. How are you?
I'm great.
I don't know how to fix it, but it shouldn't be...
But can they hear me?
Yeah, well, they can like this, but I doubt if I let that happen.
So we shouldn't have hugged.
No, we did the right thing.
Are we okay?
Kiss me.
Right now?
Fine?
Oh, this is good. We're good.
I hope it's fine. All right.
We're off and running.
It's good to see you, and you look fantastic.
Oh, I'm trying.
You look really good. Now, you know, the kiss me thing, I'm on Robitussin. Let me just tell you that.
Good.
I may regret it in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing.
So that means I've got it now.
Maybe.
But, yeah,
No, I'm past that.
It's all right. I've already got it. My kids have got it.
So you've now given it back to me.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That's what happens between friends.
That's the risk we take. This is the downside of the business, is getting each other sick back and forth, right?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Anyway, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you. We actually met. I think your wife was pregnant at that dinner. Was it?
I think it was about a year and a half ago.
Was it just that?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, so I thought she was still pregnant with a little baby, and your baby's 3 now?
He's 3. Yeah, so it was longer than that. It was like
I think so.
3.5 years ago.
I think it was.
Well,
But we were...
we were having a good time. I know that. There was a lot of wine flowing.
There was wine.
Because the person whose party it was loves wine and has a great collection of wine and drank a lot of wine. But I remember you were there. And
right.
I think that was the first time we met, and now's the second. And
yeah. And it's good to see you.
And it's great to see you, too.
And I like the movie. It's really good. It's really good.
I like it. I'm very proud of it. I think it moves along. I think it's a good date movie. It's a kind of...
And
say it's a family film, but...
no, it's not.
Not really. I mean, but there's no explicit sex or violence in it or anything like that.
No, but you and Selma Hayek are making out nonstop.
It was in the script.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just an actor. It's like...
You do what you're told.
I just do what I'm told. Just show up, you know, open the briefcase, get the performance out, put it on.
And you're not going to do, I guess everybody's talking about this, that you're not going to do the new, you're not going to be James Bond again.
No, it's over. That's it.
How come?
Thank you. How come? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. They just changed their mind. I mean, the Broccolis, the family who owns this franchise, they've been in business for 40 years. My contract was up. I was contracted for 4. And after the 4th, they asked me back for the 5th. And I said yes. And that was right before I was to go on the road to promote the 4th film. They said, come back, it's all so good. And I said, great. I said to my wife, I said, wonderful. We can put the extension on the bedroom. You know, this is nice. And then in the middle of negotiations, they kind of changed their mind.
Oh.
And so, but listen, it's business. I'm not downhearted. Go out on top. It was wonderful.
Well, I'll tell you, when I heard you're not doing it again, I turned down the role of Bond girl right away.
You did. Well, thank you.
I said no.
A true friend.
Yeah.
True friend.
I said I'm not doing it if he's not doing it. I
There you
won't.
go. See what they missed with that little kiss that we had at the beginning?
Oh, you can see the chemistry we would have had.
Chemistry would have been flying like that.
I was out looking for one-piece bathing suits. I was...
Well, we can still do something else, I'm sure. Maybe, you know,
don't worry, I've got plans for it, but I don't know what I'm going to do.
Now, we're going to try and do Thomas Crown, too, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be a crown girl.
There you go. Thank you. Well, we signed a writer up last week, and we've started, you know, working on it. And people have asked over the time since the last one, are you going to do it? You should do it.
Yeah.
So we're going to give it a try.
Oh, that'll be great. And then you can still do the extension on the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely. Yeah.
Now, and what about, so was it, where did you get this picture? Is this from the last movie, the James Bond,
Yeah, that's the Vanquish. Well, I read the script and they...
And you got to keep this car?
Yes.
It's an Aston Martin, right?
Yeah, it's a very cool car.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
And up until that point, see, I'd done 4 movies. The first 3 movies was with the BMW, and they put the Aston back. And as everybody knows, Aston and Bond are a match made in heaven. So I said to my agent, do you think it's possible to get one? He said, yeah. Sure.
Do you drive it a lot?
Just to take the kids to school. Really. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
And I
pretty
go
cool.
to the office. I live in Malibu, and I go down to the office in Santa Monica, and that's about it.
Wow.
But the boys, I take them to school in the morning. Dad, who wants to, Dad will take them to school, take them to school. And it's always in that car.
How cool is that? James Bond driving Aston Martin. Bye, kids. And oh, that's great.
It's part of the fantasy. It's part of the world.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a break. We'll be back right after this. We're back with Pierce Brosnan, and that is a clip from After the Sunset. I think I introduced you and said After Sunset, but it's After the Sunset.
Yeah, After the Sunset.
Yes.
As opposed to Before the Sunset, which is also another movie.
Another movie,
Yeah,
right.
A lot of sunsets.
Right. But this is After the Sunset. I want to make sure I get that right.
After the Sunset.
Because somebody would be lining up for After Sunset, which is probably another movie. And we don't want them to do that.
No, we don't.
Now, did you have, you said the Bahamas, that's where you shot it.
Yeah, we were 3 months down there, and that was great because I had my family there. Keely and the boys came down. And so I had family life, I had movie life, and
That's the family right there. I bet they did move down there. You and Selma making out all the time.
Well, that's that's my boy Sean behind, and that's Dylan and Keely.
And then you have, and then you have a younger one too.
And then we had the little boy Paris, and she was pregnant with him,
Right,
and
I
we
think,
met.
yeah. We don't know, I think so. Anyway, and so now you're Dylan, the 7-year-old, the picture of,
Right.
Is he very impressed by that Dad's Bond?
Kind of, yes and no. I mean, the last picture he came down and he visited the set, and it was good because it was a great day. It was the opening sequence, and if you remember the last movie, or maybe you don't remember the last movie, but there was 7,000 Koreans chasing James Bond, and anyway, he came down this particular day, and I thought this is magnificent. It wasn't planned, but it was a huge sequence. I had to run for felt like about half a mile, and there was 12 cameras. Big setup. They'd been planning it for about 4 days. Dylan was there. And he said, this is wonderful. And the bad guys' camp had all these Aston Martins, Ferraris, Porsches. And he said, can I look at them? And I said, okay. He looked at them. And then they said, we're ready to do the shot. Action. I started running. They start firing bullets, bombs going off. I punched the guy. Great take. I come wheezing over to him. I said, did you like that? Did you watch Daddy? And he said, can we go see the cars? I said, yeah, we can go see the cars, but I said, did you see it? And he said, are the cars all right? I said, yeah, the cars are all right. Come, let's go see the cars. And that was it.
Very humbling.
Very humbling.
Oh.
So that, that was his first real big day on a James Bond set. So he's switched on to Dad is Bond now.
Yeah.
And yesterday we were going to the movies, and this woman came out and was talking about Bond, and she said, oh, I love you, and we walked away, and he says, Dad, it's amazing. You're no longer Bond, but they still like you.
That's
and
adorable.
I said, well, hopefully it keeps going, son.
Yeah.
Long may it last.
It will last. You are so, you're obviously gorgeous and talented, and you will have a career long beyond this, and they don't know what they're doing. So.